Welcome to PhoneRadar. This is Chetan and this is the unboxing and quick hands-on with the Lava's Iris Fuel 60 smartphone. The main reason for this one to be famous is its battery life. That's a 4000 mAh capacity battery life, that is as mentioned here. And one of the other smartphones in the market that is already available with a very good battery life is the Gion's Marathon M3, which has an even better battery life with a 5000 mAh capacity. And even its predecessor, that's the Marathon M2, had a 4200 mAh capacity. So this is one of those fuel series devices with a high capacity battery. So it's a 4000 mAh battery, as you can see on the front. So let's talk about the specifications of the smartphone. So as you can see, the specifications are, it's a 5-inch IPS display that's with the HD resolution, and it has got a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, and there's a 5-point multi-touch. So there's a good screen protection already given, and this device runs MediaTek MT6582 processor, that's the quad-core 1.3 GHz processor, and there's 1 GB of RAM with 8 GB of ROM, and there's a microSD card slot for the storage expansion to 32 GB, and the connectivity is to a maximum of 3G. And with the camera aspect, there's a good camera on the back, that's a 10 megapixel autofocus rear camera with the BSI-2 sensor, and a 2 megapixel front-facing camera is also given, and the rear camera can capture 1080p videos. And one of the good things about this smartphone is the Android 4.4 KitKat that comes running into this. But again, one of the best news from the company is that they would be sending the Android L or the Lollipop update to this smartphone in the future. And the last point is the main and important one, that's 4000 mAh capacity battery, lithium polymer battery, and it comes with a quick charge technology, which isn't really comparable with the battery charging of what you see on the Motorola Droid Turbo, which is not really comparable to that of the Motorola Droid Turbo or the Nexus 6, because those come with a very quick charging, but this one has a charging of like 3 hours 15 minutes it takes for the entire 4000 mAh to be charged. So that is quite fast when you compare that with the other smartphones. So let's unbox this and get on to check what all accessories come into this. So once I open the package, what you see on the front is the smartphone, that is the Lava Iris Fuel 60. So this one comes with a capacity of 4000 mAh, and it is very heavy already in the hand, and what the company has claimed it to be a weight of 174 grams. So this could be one of the heaviest devices for a 5-inch display, and the main reason for this is the battery, that's the 4000 mAh battery, which is made of something like metal on the casing at least. So that is what gives the maximum weight to it. So the other accessories that you get to see here are a travel adapter, a set of headsets, and that comes with the earplugs, and this 3.5mm pin, and this also has a mic and the control for calling buttons, so you can take and receive and cut the calls directly from the headphones. And this is the micro USB cable, so this one can work directly with the computer to sync your data with between the smartphone and the computer, and that would work even with the travel adapter to charge the smartphone. And lastly, this is the case, that's the flip cover that you get along with the smartphone. So this flip cover has this back panel, so you have to remove the back panel of the smartphone to fit this one into that, and that would be only this front part that comes as an extra thickness to an already thick device. So these are the accessories. Apart from that, there's a user manual for the first time users to understand and get started using the smartphone, and Lava has already even given a screen guard for this, although there's a Gorilla Glass 3 protection on the smartphone. So this is this Lava Iris 60. It's a pretty thick smartphone, as you can see directly here, and the weight of 174 gram is no less anyways, because an average weight that you see for a 5-inch device is about 120 to 130 grams. So this is heavy, and it already feels heavy, but it isn't really that uncomfortable, because the thickness has given it an even better comfort in the hand. And this comes with a front 5-inch screen, and on the top above it is this 2 megapixel camera with the earpiece, and in the bottom there's a microphone, and in the bottom panel there's nothing. On the right there's this power key as well as the volume rocker key. On the top there's a micro USB port with the 3.5mm headset jack, and on the left there's nothing. And on the back is this very good, and at least with the numbers, it's a 10 megapixel camera with the LED flash and a secondary microphone for the noise cancellation, and the Iris Fuel branding along with the Lava branding in the bottom, and the speaker grill is located towards the back in the bottom. So this is what you get when you talk of the physical aspect. It is heavy, it is not very comfortable to hold, but still not a very bad device already for the price of rupees 8888. So the back cover is removable, and It is similar to what you see as most of the other budget devices. So this is the back cover, which is very flexible and easy to be broken, but no one would be attempting that. So this is what you get when you remove the back cover. These are the two SIM card slots and a micro SD card slot for the storage expansion, and this is the battery that's with the 4000 mAh capacity, and you cannot remove this battery. It is deep embedded into the smartphone. So this is all you get in the physical aspect. Now let me try to start off the device and check out how good the interface is. So this is the Lava Iris Fuel 60 starting up for the first time, and Lava doesn't have its own any different kind of interface. So what you get here would be the stock ROM, and that is something most of the users would actually prefer than using some other ROMs or interfaces which tend to get stuck up or slow down with time. For example, the Samsung's TouchWiz interface, which tends to slow down in a few months of time, and that's when the user experience gets worse. Still, we won't be watching already for this to be having one of the good performances, because it has 1 GB of RAM, and the processor in this is the MT6582 processor from MediaTek. And as you can see, it is already taking more than a minute or so for starting up for the first time. So that is how you can at least start judging the performance from here directly. So this is the interface of the Lava Iris Fuel 60. It's the stock Android ROM, as you can see, and there are a few pre-installed applications already. That's from the Google's Play services, and apart from that there's this backup and restore and FM radio also pre-installed. And the Google applications, the main ones are Google Chrome and Google Search, Google Maps, Hangouts, Gmail, and also the entire Play services. That's photos, play books, play games, play movies, and TV. Play Store is already there, so no issues or no worries. And there's Office Suite for the office applications, for the documents to be opened and checked. And with the social applications, there's Facebook and Twitter already installed, and YouTube is also there. So these are the applications, and just beside to that there would be a section for the widgets, so you can hold the widgets and place them directly on the home screen from here itself. And there are multiple home screens already there, and you would get an option to even increase the number of home screens. Getting into the about section of the smartphone, let's check out the OS version. So this is the Android 4.4.2 KitKat, and as you can see, and even Lava has even promised to send the Android Lollipop update in the future. So that is a very good decision, and at least that would be happy news for the Lava fans who might be choosing to go with this smartphone for the battery capacity. And the total space 3.63 GB, of which 3.41 GB is already available for the users, and there's a micro SD card slot for the expansion to 32 GB. So that is another good addition. This is the notification panel and the quick settings section just beside to it, from where you can change the toggles for the brightness and the connectivity options with the auto rotation, and the memory clear option to free some of the RAM out of the 1 GB. So let's go into the multitasking and check out the task manager. So we have just started this smartphone, and we haven't run any applications and just went to the settings. So about 629 MB is about free for the user to use, so that is good for multitasking at least. Now let us go into the camera application and check out the camera of the smartphone, which is said to have a 10 megapixel lens. So let me take a quick capture using the the capture quality isn't bad at all, and you can see that the color reproduction is great. The green is green, yellow, and sometimes what you see is the green is a bit lighter than what you see in some of the cameras because of the color saturation issues. Here there's no such issue, and the color saturation is great. So the 10 megapixel camera does a pretty good job again, but we won't say that this is comparable to what you had seen on some of the other cameras with 10 megapixel lens. We'll have to take a few other shots in other conditions such as low light and also in the natural light conditions to finally come up with a conclusion on how good the camera is. So on the front there's a 2 megapixel camera. We'll also test that and let you know how good it is. So this was a quick hands-on and the unboxing of the Lava Iris Fuel 60, the smartphone famous for the 4000 mAh battery and the one retailing at Rs 8888 in the Indian market. So in the coming days we'll be coming up with the camera review and also test the performance of the smartphone with regards to the benchmarks, the gaming, and also with the normal multitasking. and then we'll come up with the review in a couple of weeks from now. So do subscribe to the channel PhoneRadar, and check out even the multilingual videos of us in the Telugu, Gujarati, Marathi and Hindi languages. So subscribe to PhoneRadar for more videos. Thank you.